So Eminem put out a record and he's throwing some shots at Donald Trump, and a few people wanted me to talk about this story that happened back in 2004 where I actually ran into Donald Trump, and it was during this Eminem event where Eminem was actually running for quote unquote president. It was a MTV special where the whole thing was like him campaigning to be the next president, and his album was about to release. I'm pretty sure it was the Eminem show. I'm like 99% sure. And he had all types of guests that came up, and they were coming up to the podium, like Method Man, a bunch of others I forgot off top, but Donald Trump was another one of those people. And I wanted to just share my experience over there where I was actually going on the line where you go in if you're invited. So I'm going underneath this like little tent area, and there's a few people by a table, checking the names to see if you're on the list to get in backstage. So I'm about to go and talk to the woman, and all of a sudden, Donald Trump just goes right in front of me. And I'm like, yo, who is this dude? I didn't realize it was Trump right away. And I look, and I'm like looking and noticing first, this dude's kind of like a tall dude. So I look up, and then I see the hair, and I'm like, this is Donald Trump. It's gotta be. And he's with this woman who's pretty tall too. I didn't know who it was. I still don't know who it is. I don't follow Trump like that heavy when it comes to him. I'm not really a big fan of him. I'm not a hater of him either. I do like the Celebrity Apprentice. Like, I thought that was entertaining. But yeah, he gets in front of me, and I'm all ears, like waiting to hear what he's gonna say. So the woman on the table, looking up at Donald is like, can I have your name? And he's like, I'm Donald Trump, and you have 2 minutes to let me in this building or else I'm leaving. Eminem called me on my phone to come here, and that's the only reason why I'm here. So if I don't get let into this building in 2 minutes, I'm leaving. Call up Eminem. Tell him Donald Trump's here. Something like that in that nature. Don't quote me like exactly, but that's how he came at the woman that was sitting, asking who he is and, checking the list. So she gets on the phone real quick. He gets in the building within the 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was within the 2 minutes. It was pretty fast. And then I go in after him. I'm walking in. I see Method Man. So I'm like, yo, what up, Meth? He's like, yo, come on, come with me. So he was like really hype in a good mood, Meth. I've actually never seen him in a bad mood, though. And I'm following him up these steps. And then there's like a little curtain area. And I'm like, oh, shit, we about to go on a stage. So he jumps on the stage. I go on the stage, but I keep back, you know what I mean? I'm not going to walk up to the front of the stage with him, like, who the hell am I? So I'm in the cut, and he's talking about Eminem, and he's talking about, Eminem for Prez or something like that. And I'm behind by the curtains, just chilling, watching the whole show. And it was dope. You can see some photos, popping up. And Donald Trump spoke also, and he was co-signing Eminem. And I just wanted to tell you guys my experience during this whole event, because now there's a song of Eminem kind of going at Trump, and it's just ironic that Eminem had this whole MTV special where he was like going to be president, and Donald Trump was actually at the event co-signing him. And obviously Eminem wasn't really trying to be president, he was just doing it for entertainment. But I thought it was a cool story to tell you guys. I posted a little something on Twitter, and people were liking it, retweeting it, telling me, yo, do a video on that. So I'm doing it on the Sneaker Addict channel, and I'm doing it over at the Dell's show. If you guys don't like this kind of content on the Sneaker Addict channel, let me know. Tell me, yo, keep it sneakers here, man. If you do like this kind of stuff too, where I tell stories here and there, not all the time, that have to do with, the past, interesting stuff, let me know and give me your feedback. I'm just trying to spice up the channel. Some people are saying it's getting a little boring. They want more than just sneakers here. And I developed the other channel, but it seems like everyone just wants to come to the Sneaker Addict channel. So just let me know. Leave your feedback and let me know about the story. Let me know if you would have said anything, or if you would have just cracked up if you heard Donald Trump say, "You got 2 minutes or I'm out of here if you don't let me in this building, call Eminem." Like, I was laughing to myself like, yo, is this really happening right here? It was a really dope night. After the event, we were all hanging out outside. Method Man, he recorded the most ridiculous drop for me. It was hilarious. And this is back in 2004. And, you know, if you'd run into like a celebrity and you were doing radio or mixtapes, if you didn't have your recorder, you would use the voice recorder on your phone. So he recorded this whole audio of me not being around because I'm busy taking a shit. I'm going to play it for you in just a second. Hit that thumbs up button. It definitely will bring you amazing luck for the day. Definitely hit that thumbs up button. And also, subscribe if you're new. Leave your feedback. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of stuff. And let me know what you guys think of Trump, too. I'd love to hear that. And what do you think of the Eminem record? I'll put a bunch of stuff in the description box below, like the song, like Trump on that stage, and all that stuff. And shout out to each and every one of you for tuning in. Leave them comments. I'm going to read every single one of them. Be great out there. And one more cool thing I totally forgot. On my way while I was walking, because the whole situation happened, like me going to this place, I was leaving the studio. I think I was in the studio with MOP. I'm pretty sure that's the session I was in. But I was walking back from the spot, and I first ran into Ralph McDaniels. Now, if you're a New York guy or a hip-hop guy that knows their hip-hop history, Ralph McDaniels, he had Video Music Box, which was another outlet to watch hip-hop videos besides Yo MTV Raps on MTV back in the days. And, you know, I used to watch Video Music Box on the public access channel. And, you know, it really inspired me as a kid. Like, you know, I learned a lot. I got to hear so many different artists from back in the days when I was really young. And back then, they didn't have the internet. So, like, it was hard to really get to hear all these dope artists, especially underground ones. And Ralph McDaniels, man, he's like an icon when it comes to New York hip-hop and hip-hop in general, and totally inspired me to become a DJ. He's definitely one inspiration. So I met him while I was walking back from this studio session to go hop on this train back home to Yonkers. And it was just so dope to meet him. You see right now there's a photo flashing of him. And man, after I seen him, I seen like this truck. Now that I think about it, it was like this big SUV. And it had all these guys with suits and ties, like Men in Black. And they were like covering the passenger seat and the actual drivers. Like they were standing on like the bar, like the step bar of the trucks on both sides. Kind of like what they do with the presidents. And I was like, who is in this truck? And they were driving up toward, I think it was Hammerstein Ballroom. I'm pretty sure that's where this event happened, the Eminem event. But that's what caught my eye about this whole event. And then I hit my dude up over at Shady Records when I did notice that it was something going on with Eminem. That's how I got in. This is all just like coming back to my memory right now because it was a long time ago. And man, I remember seeing that. And then a little bit after, while I was waiting for my dude to hit me back and tell me if it's a go or not with getting into the event, I seen Eminem in this car. It was him, Dr. Dre, and 50 Cent in the car. There was all these cameras that were filming them with this car. It was a pretty awesome time. Living near New York City, I ran into so many dope situations, like just naturally just being out. And, you know, a New York minute, man, a lot goes on in it. And just being out there at the right time, you can run into some cool stuff, and knowing the right people to call too definitely helps. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and leave your comments once again. I'm going to play that Method Man audio that he did. Let's get right into that.
Hey, yo, this is my friend straight from the group home. DJ Dell's can't be here right now because he's taking a shit. You understand? So check this out. I'm gonna hold it down until this motherfucker wipe his ass and wash his hands. You feel me? Yo, this is Big Nut from the group home. Wu Gambino still Marvin. Killer B still swarming. Them motherfuckers know. Don't get it twisted. Get it realistic, man. Word up, and if you can't get a motherfucking bread basket, then get a biscuit. Fuck it. Easy.
DJ Dells, you know I love you.